Rectangle ABC is shown below. Select all transformations that will map the figure onto itself. So the first one says rotation 90 degrees clockwise about point I. So if we were to move it clockwise, and we don't care if the points are exactly the same, but if we have this figure and we rotate it 90 degrees from point I, oops, let's do it again. If we rotate it, right here, we want it to be a horizontal rectangle, and as we can notice that we rotated it at 90 degrees, it's a vertical one. So right away we know a rotation 90 degrees doesn't work. So if we go back, it wants 180 degrees clockwise, so we do 0, 90, 180. As you can see, oops, I flipped it over again. As you can see, they're both horizontal, and they're going to be mapped up on each other. So we would have a rotation of 180 degrees right there. Now they want a rotation of 270 degrees. So we're rotating it 3 times 90 degrees. So 0 degrees, 90, 180, 270. As you can notice, this is a vertical rectangle, but they want a horizontal. They want it to be on top of each other, so that wouldn't work. Then it says a reflection over segment AC. Well, AC would be our diagonal. So if we were to draw that diagonal, we would just pretend it'd be over. If you try to fold it over, as you can see, it's not perfect, but this is not going to be reflected on top of itself. It's going to be just a little different, so that's not going to work. Reflection over point E, G. So if we were to reflect it over the middle, so it's going to be exactly flipped over. So it's not perfect, but as you can see, it folds over perfectly. So it's going to be still a rectangle without its shape being changed. So that's an answer. Then we have a reflect over segment FH. FH is the center line. So if we reflected it over the center, it folds perfectly on top of itself. So it would really just flip it like that. And that's still horizontal. And again, that would work. So really it's just, is it going to be in the same position? That's all they wanted from this question.